This is an example of like, Paul. Did you call Jed right now? Yeah.
We can talk outside, but you can't stay in here.
On November 15th, the world saw Jake Paul in a way no one ever expected. Bodycam footage surfaced showing him begging officers not to arrest him after his massive Nevada gambling scandal finally exploded into public view.
Like, they're suing me for something I didn't do.
They are promoting it, it's their choice, and they need to be held accountable for abusing the trust between them.
Reports claim Jake placed dozens of huge wagers, some hitting over $200,000 apiece. The moment the footage hit the internet, his larger-than-life image instantly collapsed into that of a frightened, powerless man.
Is about Rice Gum, Jake Paul, and Morgs all being the culprits. They knowingly promoted Mystery Brand to their very young audience.
What the boxing world witnessed was shocking. Jake Paul, handcuffed in the back of a police car, voice trembling, pleading with officers to let him go. It was the complete opposite of the fearless persona he built online.
And I'm like, it just pisses me the fuck off. And then
gone was the swagger. Gone was the bravado. Instead, Jake looked terrified, small, panicked, exposed. Within hours the footage hit millions of views. And behind the spectacle was a much darker story. For the first time, people saw past the hype and into the collapse of a man who had spent years pretending to be untouchable.
And they absolutely should be held accountable for promoting. You as an influencer, whatever you endorse, you choose to endorse. Jake, Rice Gum, and Morgs have all said and they've actively been promoting this website.
4 months, Jake had reportedly been placing outrageous bets $50,000 to $250,000 each, even on fights he himself was competing in. Some insiders say he even wagered on prop bets like how many rounds he'd last, how many punches he'd land, or whether he'd score a knockout. Each bet was a gamble that could cost him hundreds of thousands overnight.
it's just like so annoying. It's like, why am I giving, like, not only did I spend like my time, my effort, my energy, my mom.
Anyone paying attention saw this coming. Jake's reckless behavior, impulsive decisions, and non-stop need for attention created the perfect storm. Every inside tip and risky wager pushed him closer to disaster, until it all snapped in that squad car moment.
Because you have someone that, we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We still on the same path to get the same thing.
One of the most feared punchers in the sport of boxing. He's got a 93% knockout percentage. That's one of the best among current world champions.
Then came the cancelled fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, something Jake tried to spin into a moral victory, claiming Netflix pulled the event and that he was standing up for women. For a moment, fans bought it. They thought he took the high road.
Tank's team is now fighting back, and they're stating that Netflix did not, in fact, cancel the bout.
He has made a significant impact on the sport of boxing. He has certainly brought new eyes to the sport. He's done so much in uplifting women's boxing.
But insiders like Kenny Ellis exposed the truth. Jake pulled out because he was terrified. He was supposed to make 195 pounds, he wasn't even close. His training was falling apart. His stamina was off. And the idea of facing Tank Davis in a real high-stakes fight had him spiraling. His exit wasn't heroic, it was pure fear.
We use our media, our content, and our voice to, get more people into our app than traditional sports betting. But we do have a traditional sports book in some states. But the better picks side of things seems to be what everyone loves, and it's what I love.
Some of Jake's bets reportedly hit $250,000 per single prop. Over the past year, insiders say he may have wagered between $3 and $4 million across sportsbooks and underground betting rings. The smallest mistake, a wrong round, a missed knockout, a bad night, could wipe him out. Add sponsorship pressure and a public persona built on fake confidence, and the mental load became unbearable.
And all the while you're making tons of money. Making money at the expense of your audience, that never really goes down well.
Everything converged: the cancelled fight, the gambling debt, the legal heat. Jake's carefully crafted hero narrative fell apart. Fear took over: fear of losing millions, fear of exposure, fear of losing the image he built. This wasn't just a scandal. It was a real-life high-stakes meltdown.
I'm hearing you say, Jake, that you're broadening this to people who might get a little confused when they look on some of the other platforms and they see things like Moneyline and Spread.
Just months ago, Jake was wearing neon outfits, flaunting wealth, and taunting the world. Now, he sounded like a teenager begging not to get grounded. His tone jumped from pleading to bargaining to rationalizing, throwing every emotion at the officers in hopes of escaping consequences. And millions watched it like a live-action psychological drama.
So much time, effort, and energy, and it's like...
But it's also compound.
The psychological collapse is impossible to ignore. His fear wasn't just about getting arrested, it was about losing everything: money, reputation, power, control. The camera captured reality without filters, and reality hit Jake Paul like a freight train.
Jake Paul took that and ran with it and then used it as a catalyst to stain Tank's name but not have to fight him.
But while he begged, law enforcement was focused on something far more serious: allegations of illegal betting, insider manipulation, and even influencing outcomes of fights he was part of. If proven, that means federal charges, 7-figure fines, and even prison time. Behind the memes lies a career-ending threat.
On a fucking lawsuit phone call, and they're like, yo, your son has to pay this. Like, it just like so stupid. And like,
but while he begged, law enforcement was focused on something far more serious: allegations of illegal betting, insider manipulation, and even influencing outcomes of fights he was part of. If proven, that means federal charges, 7-figure fines, and even prison time. Behind the memes lies a career-ending threat.
like they're suing me for something I didn't do. Like, on God, it's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money.
And then there's the money. Millions potentially lost. Legal fees piling up. Sponsorship deals disappearing. Every new clip online makes his brand sink lower. Each meme is another blow to what he built.
That's the thing. It's Jake, it's consensual. Two consensual parties,
Well,
two
you didn't
women.
say that word.
No, I'm saying it's consensual. I'm saying these two women
So
came
he paid
together.
women to beat on each other.
Exactly.
So what now? Jake Paul has survived critics, scandals, and fights, but this one is different. This could define his entire future. Will he rebuild, reinvent, and bounce back? Or will this be the moment that breaks the problem child once and for all? Because Jake Paul may dodge punches in the ring, but he can't dodge the law, the cameras, or the public eye. And all three are coming at him harder than any opponent ever has.